Metroid drama is circulating the Nintendo scene today. This is unfortunate because I know this franchise has a lot of fans, like a cult following. These guys mean business. An article on Kotaku written by our boy here, Zach Zuizen, side note, I have no clue if I pronounced that right, says people looking to play some of the previous games are dusting off old Nintendo consoles or resorting to emulators. During E3 2021, Nintendo announced Metroid Dread, the first 2D classic-style Metroid game in nearly 20 years. As you might expect, lots of fans got excited. Many of them want to play the older Metroid games as they have waited for Dread to release in October. However, if you go looking for old Metroid titles on the Switch, you'll quickly discover that Nintendo has done a poor job of supporting the series and its catalog of beloved games. In fact, you'll need to boot up a Wii U if you're looking to enjoy games like Metroid Fusion or Metroid Zero Mission. I don't even remember what game I used to play, other than the fact it was on the GameCube. Who could forget that beautiful relic of a system? Honestly, its opening screen is what always stood out most for me. But yeah, I used to dabble in the Metroid games. They're fun, but it's kind of like died off lately, so I assumed they would come out with like a way for you to play all the games together. That would make way more sense, right? Moving on. A search for Metroid on Nintendo's eShop returns a selection of classic titles, but after toggling on a filter to only show Switch content, you'll quickly see that none of those games are currently available on Nintendo's super popular console handheld hybrid. In fact, the only two items that show up for Switch are a pre-order page for Dread and, for some reason, a random game called Wonderling. What the hell is Wonderling?
Stop the hero. You can't stop walking.
Okay. You can play two classic Metroid games on your Switch, Super Metroid and the original Metroid, but only if you're a Nintendo Online subscriber. On top of that, there's no way to buy them separately. Ugh, that's a bummer for the Metroid fans. Sorry, guys. I can see why this would piss people off. It's kind of like one of those situations where it's like, are you money hungry? What's the deal? Yet Nintendo continues to fight emulators and ROM sites while offering no real legal equivalents. Imagine an alternate universe where fans excited for Metroid Dread could head over to a giant online Nintendo store on their PC or phone, where nearly every classic Nintendo game was waiting for them. Nintendo would make a ton of money and would, in the process, help support classic games for decades to come. But instead, it's just lawsuits and disappointment. This whole situation encapsulates just how uninterested Nintendo seems to be in preserving their older games or making them easy to play for future generations. This is so ridiculous. Like, if they aren't going to offer a way to actually buy the old games, they should lay off the emulators. The fans are just trying to experience the games that, like, fueled their childhoods. They shouldn't be punished with lawsuits over it. Like, come on. Hopefully Nintendo launches a mass remaster pack of the old games or something, then everyone can just shut up and be happy, but we'll have to see. Only time will tell. Man, I miss the convention scene. Like, back when I used to go to cons, I used to see a decent amount of people who would make the Metroid cosplays, and they looked so cool. Just look at these guys. Look at them and all their cosplay brilliance. I love it. Anyway, if you like my content, leave me that like, throw me that sub, and join us here. And that's about it. I guess I'll see you guys next time.